I'll show you guys how to set up daytime running lights on your TJ because they didn't come factory like that, but it's a pretty easy thing to do. So enough with the talking, let's get into this video. So to start this install, the first thing we have to do is remove this plastic bezel that's around the headlight. So now I'll just kind of pull the headlight out. And then I can unplug it. And then this wire you guys won't have. This is what I ran to be my daytime running light. So I'm just going to untape this some and then cut it at the connector. So now with the headlight removed, it's time to install the new headlight. And the first thing I'm going to do is take these two spare wires and plug them into the pigtail, just because it'll be easier to reach right now. And the red wire is for the daytime running lights. The yellow wire is for the turn signals. So with those hooked up, I will now pull out the plug here and plug the headlight in. This side where the wire comes out is the bottom of the headlight. So just slide it in that way. And you'll notice it'll kind of seat in there, right there. And I can't spin it anymore, so it's sat in there how it should be. All right, that headlight is in there nice and snug. So at this point, the headlight is plugged in and will function as a headlight. The only things you won't have right now are the daytime running light for the halo and then the turn signal. So to make those work, you got to come down in here and grab those extra wires that you stuck through and untie them. Pull up all that extra wire, unwind it. And then like I said before, the yellow is for the turn signal and then the red is the daytime running light. I'm just going to go ahead and take my wire strippers and strip them back. So this is where my install is going to start to vary from your guys' install, because I have aftermarket fenders and aftermarket turn signals, and I've long since cut off the original turn signal wiring harness and kind of spliced into it. So my turn signals are all kind of mixed up with these wires here. And then for my daytime running lights, I've already run a wire for that. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this up real quick, and I'll kind of walk you through what I'm doing, but it'll be a little different for you for this part, but don't worry about that. I'll kind of talk you through what you should do. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my red wire, which is for the daytime running light, take one of my fancy connectors and slide it over the wire, take my wire I've previously run for the daytime running light and slide it in on the other side, and then meet them in the middle. And then my heat gun's upstairs. I'm just going to use a lighter and I'm going to heat this. So now that's connected, it's soldered together in the middle, and you have these nice kind of watertight ends on it. So that's simple enough. The next thing to do is for the turn signal, which, give me a minute, I have to figure out which wire goes to my flashing turn signal. So I've figured out now which wire is for my flashing turn signal, and on the Jeep side of the wiring harness, it is the solid gray wire. So I'll bring you around real quick and point you down there to show you the wire. Again, if you have like the stock fenders and turn signals, this is going to be on a clip, so you will have to cut and splice this wire. So if you look right here, this solid gray wire is the one for my blinker. So that's the one I'm going to cut this connector off, put a new connector on the gray side, and then double the wires up on this side, and then I'll run that other wire to this turn signal on the headlight. All right, so that is 100% wired up how it should be on this headlight. So now I'm going to let you guys see the cool feature it does on startup, and then I'll show you the headlight on, the daytime running light working, and then show you the turn signal. So here we go. So there's the daytime running light and the cool kind of power up feature, and now here is the turn signal. And you can see how it flashes like that, and I think that looks pretty cool. And it goes with my turn signal because it's spliced into the same wire. And then this might blind you guys, but I'm going to turn on the headlight now. Oh yeah, that's bright. And then here's the bright. So here's how it powers up and looks when you run the amber color or orange color as the daytime running light. Kind of hard for you guys to see because the camera doesn't love it, but I'll move you in a little closer and it'll pick up on the light better. There we go. That's how it looks in person. I think that looks incredible. All right, here's a side-by-side comparison of the startup and both lights. If you guys were interested in running the orange as the daytime running light, like I'm thinking about doing, it's a really simple thing to do. You just don't tie in the yellow to the turn signal wire, and all you do is tie the yellow in with the red to whatever you're running as a wire for your daytime running lights. So you just do the 2 wires into the 1, and that'll give you that orange all the time.